We're camping at, where at? Do you know where we're at?
Raystown.
Raystown. We're camping at Lake Raystown. We had fun today. What all did we do today?
So we met Yellow, we saw, and anyone that doesn't know us,
Yara, your Aunt Kim, your Grandma and Pappy Feather came.
Yeah.
That would be your great-grandparents.
but who doesn't know us?
Who doesn't know us? I think most of the people watching this know us. There might be a few that don't really know us, but most of the people, I know at least. Here, do you need some help with your fruit roll-up?
What about?
How about
we've been learning M at school.
Oh, M at school. Let's move this.
M.
Am.
Yeah.
The word am or the letter M. Which one?
M.
Am. Jack started kindergarten. Now he goes every other week. And this is his off week. So he's staying with Pap and I for a few days down at Lake Raystown. We went out on the boat today. His cousin Yara came. Aunt Kim, his grandparents.
Yeah.
So we had a good day. You and Pap were just playing out at the picnic table, building
If
stuff.
you heard me laugh, Abby doesn't have to cut it out where I wasn't there because I went to get my water right there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, how about if we get started, Jack?
Yep.
Today we're just going to read the story Chester Raccoon and the Almost Perfect Sleepover. Do you know what a sleepover is?
This way you sleep at people's house.
You sleep at somebody's house. Tonight you're having a sleepover here with Pappy and I because you don't live here. So a sleepover, I guess, is anywhere you don't live and you choose to sleep over at that house, huh?
Wait, I could come anytime. Like, in the winter we could come to, not the lake, but we could go anywhere else to camp.
You think we should be able to camp in the winter,
Yeah.
just not at the lake? Yeah.
We could camp anytime.
I don't know if winter camping is as fun unless you're staying like in a lodge and you might have a fireplace and things to do inside a building that's nice and warm. I think that might be better than
It's
staying
still
out in
okay
this.
because you have a heater.
We do have a heater in here, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the walls though, maybe what, 2 inches thick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2 inches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 6 inches.
Okay. So let's get started, Jack. Chester Raccoon and the Almost Perfect Sleepover.
1 inch.
1 inch. Look at this. Looks like 2 friends hanging off a tree, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how the tail, one looks like a possum and one looks like a raccoon. Look at the tail difference.
Oh yeah.
Is one a possum and one a raccoon? I don't know. We'll see. This actually used to be part, we bought these, I've been buying these books used. This one came.
Is it Chester?
What's that? This is Chester. And this comes out of the Nevins Memorial Library. Right here's the little sticker. So that must have been a book in the library. I'll have to look that up to see where Nevins
Soon you
Memorial
have to
Library.
bring it back.
No, I paid for this. But they must sell their books after a while.
Are you going to do that?
Well, I already bought it. I bought it used from them. So that way I don't have to pay as much. I get on Amazon and I click and
So you don't have to just bring it back.
No, I already paid for it. The library...
But when you don't pay, you have to bring it back.
Yes, when you rent it, you're technically renting it from the library, even though it doesn't cost you anything. But you can take it out for so long, and then you eventually have to return it, or you would have to pay for it.
Unlike Wednesday.
Okay, so let's get started. Chester Raccoon. Listen to what Chester did. Oh, he's going to get a drink. I told him he had to leave his
I
drink
can
there.
see from here.
Can you see from here? Okay. Chester Raccoon hopped and skipped and bounced on his way to Pepper Possum's tree for his very first sleepover. So he's going over to the possum. Do you know that possum is spelled opossum? O-P-O-S-S-U-M apostrophe S. Opossums. Tree for his very first sleepover. Are we almost there? He asked his mother. Will we get there soon? Hey, Jack, How many times on the way to Raystown did you ask us if we were there yet?
Oh my gosh, like 5 times.
I know. Hey, you have another one of those over by the speaker.
Over by the speaker.
Yep, go get one. Go get that one and use that one before you open that one. Right by the little speaker back there. See it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, we came down. It takes about 45 minutes to get here from Bedford. And you asked the whole way, "Are we there yet? How much more time? How many miles?" Yes.
No, I said how many minutes.
Oh, that's right. How many minutes, not how many miles. Do you see that tall white oak on the far side of the butterfly pond? Asked Mrs. Raccoon. Uh-huh. Well, that's where we're going. Let's see. Do we see a white tall oak? I wouldn't even know what I was looking for. On the other side of the pond. Do you think she's talking about here?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see. I'm not sure where she's talking about.
I might just get a water instead, so I don't have to keep walking.
Alrighty. Okay.
Why did you say that?
Because looked like you were going to keep on drinking. Okay, now we have actually read what, 2 pages? Actually, we have read 1.
Well, what?
A few minutes later, listen, Chester and his mother were standing by the possum's tree. Have fun at your over day. Well, that's different. Mrs. Raccoon told Chester, I'll pick you up the moment the sun sets. She nuzzled his ear and kissed him right. Where did she kiss him?
Right on his heart.
Well, she kisses him on his hand, right in the middle of his palm of his hand. She goes like this, remember?
Is this after?
Yeah, that's after she kisses him. So she nuzzled his ear and kissed him right in the middle of his palm, the palm of his hand. And then that kiss goes to his heart. Chester squeezed his fingers around his mother's kissing hand and felt her love and warmth all over. But when she turned and walked away, the little raccoon felt nervous and excited all at the same time. This was his first whole day away from home. Let's go have some fun.
Don't put the what they say.
No, don't start that. Let's go have some fun, Mrs. Possum told him. So here is Mrs. Possum. That's the parent of his little friend. Here is Chester's mama kissing the palm of his hand. He's getting ready for the first time being separated from his mom. So this is not really a sleepover, because the book says an almost perfect sleepover. This really isn't a sleepover. She calls it an over day. So he's just going to stay over for the day. So this is his first time away, and that's good practice to get used to going away just for a few hours at a time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, her mom looks so scary.
I know.
Why does it look like that?
No, that's just the way a possum looks. A little bit scary.
Mama is a possum?
Yeah. Well, no, not Chester's. This is, look, Chester is going to his possum friend, but this is the mama possum. And look, Mrs. Raccoon, look, she's going home. So she's letting Chester back here with Mrs. Possum. Now look at this. This looks crazy.
Go back to the other one. Oh my gosh, wait. Was that her mom?
That is Chester's mom. Look, right here, Chester's mom kisses him.
Chester's mom is
leaving.
Is a
raccoon.
A raccoon, and he's a raccoon.
He's a raccoon.
And that's a possum.
That's a possum, right?
But the mom's like, I'm Eddie. I want to have some alone time.
Chester followed her up the tree to the lowest branch, facing Willow Creek. Pepper Possum and several of Chester's other friends were already there. So his possum friend's name is Pepper. I like that name.
Yeah.
Pepper. We're hanging upside down by our tails, Pepper called. I can tell, laughed the little raccoon. He tiptoed over Pepper's...
Is that Pepper?
No. Pepper would be probably this one, because this is a possum.
And what it will
That looks like a squirrel. What the heck is that?
Oh my
Do you think that's a big possum? That looks like a skunk.
Yeah, that's a
That
skunk.
over there is a porcupine, and here are 2 raccoons. So
Two
there's a
raccoons.
bunch of friends. Pap just got back from the shower, huh?
Yeah.
So they're all hanging upside down by their tails. It'd be fun to be able to hang upside down by your tail.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. I can tell, laughed the little raccoon. He tiptoed over Pepper's long pink tail. So this must be Pepper, right here. Let's see what else. Stanley Squirrel's fluffy gray tail. So he's scooching over Stanley Squirrel. And Badger's thick brown tail. Do you remember Badger
What? Yeah.
from the last story?
Yeah.
Because Badger used to be the bully, but now he's not.
Yeah.
Let's see who
Oh,
else.
it's a big fat guy.
Yep, that's the big one. That would have been Badger the bully.
No, that's not Badger, because was he black?
Oh yeah, remember he had that black and white striped?
Yeah.
So that's Badger from the other story, but now he's friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is. And then hung upside down between his best friend, Cassie Raccoon, and Sassafras the skunk. So, this is Sassafras the skunk. This is Chester, and this is his best friend, Cassie. And then,
Chester has a best friend, Cassie, in purple.
yep, Pepper is another good friend. And then, let's see, Amber Porcupine. This is Amber over here, Porcupine.
That's another one of
Yep.
Chester's.
Hung farther down the limb.
I guess all of these are his friends.
These are all his friends. This is fun, Chester told Pepper.
Except this one, because that's his health.
Yep, that's himself. So he's not really his friend, he's just himself.
He's a friend with all.
He's a friend
of
with
these.
all of these. So can you count that? How many of them are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So he has 6 friends, and then Chester. How many animals are there, including Chester?
1, 2, 3.
4.
Wait. 1,
Yeah, there.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's 6
But-
without Chester. How many's there, including Chester?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's right, 7. So Chester, there's 7 kids playing for the day.
And he has 1, 2 probably friends.
Yeah, well, I think they're all friends. This is fun, Chester told Pepper. The whole world is upside down. They're just having a blast, hanging out, not a care in the world. The whole world, they're just looking at the world upside down.
Mm-hmm.
What's that smell? Grumbled Badger. P.U. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Who do you think stinks?
Oh, stunk.
The skunk. The skunk stinks. Sorry, squealed Sassafras Skunk. My tail is slipping and I stinky puff when I'm nervous. So,
Oh, look at Chester.
yeah, Chester's like this. Sassafras is like, oh no, I'm starting to slip. So, she
That's
got,
when they stink.
yeah, that's when they stink. And she got nervous and then she did her stinky puff.
Then she does like puff the pot.
Well, it would be the same thing. Stinky puff, I don't know. A skunk, I don't know.
Probably a skunk pots, and that's what.
That's what a skunk does. I guess it could be a skunk toot. We'll call it a toot. But a skunk toot smells for miles. It's not just like in a little
Skunk.
vicinity. Listen to this, though. Chester burst out giggling, making everyone else laugh, even Badger and Sassafras.
Why?
Because they're laughing now. It surely does stink. Look, even the lettering, the words that
Oh,
we read is in
wait.
her puff, her little stinky puff.
Hold on. Look at that. Why does it look like that?
Well, that's the skunk. And I'm assuming Sassafras is a girl, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe not. Do you think Sassafras is a girl?
You mean this one?
Yeah,
I think she is.
I think she is. Let's see. I can tell you, he tipped over Pepper. I would assume Pepper's a girl. Stanley is a boy. Badger's a guy. Cassie, I would assume, is a girl. And Sassafras, I'm thinking, and then Amber would be a girl, Porcupine. But they're just all hanging out.
Oh my gosh!
Badger's like
That
this.
actually stinks.
Yeah.
That actually would stink for them.
That would. Like this. Ah! That's what Badger looks like. Ah! I can't take it.
Chester's like,
Ah!
what's he like? Now show me how he would look.
Chester's like this. Chester's getting ready to laugh, I think. Let's play Follow the Leader, said Pepper, jumping to the ground. I get to be leader. Chester got in line and jumped when the possum jumped. He ran around the maple
Wait,
tree.
the possum is this?
The possum would be this one. This is the skunk. That's the squirrel. And that looks like Chester. Chester got in line and jumped when the possum jumped. He ran around the maple tree when the possum ran around the maple tree. So this is Chester following the possum. And this is the skunk. Sassafras. Squirrel was Stanley, right? This would have been...
Pepper.
Was Pepper the possum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here they are. They're playing chase, running around, having fun around the maple tree. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, the skunk is doing it again. Oh my gosh. There's that purple cloud. That means that's the, what'd she call it? The stinky puff.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, Chester's about to laugh again.
laughing. Yeah. It says, and he splashed through Willow Creek, walked across a hollow log.
gosh.
They're like this, ah! And Chester's like rolling around with the possum, just
He got
laughing.
ready to laugh now.
Yep. And he splashed through Willow Creek,
He like, oh no, I'm back to full.
walked across a hollow log, and rolled down a bumpy, dusty hill until he was dizzy and giggling and covered in dirt, just like Pepper Possum. So they're laughing so hard, they're rolling around, they're covered in dirt.
Next.
And the skunky,
Move on.
Wait, what was the skunk's name again?
Skunk.
Was it Sassafras?
Yeah.
Anyway, Sassafras left another stinky puff. Right there it is. Oh, Sassafras, cried Stanley Squirrel.
No, this is, we already did this one.
No, we didn't read this page though.
Okay.
Stanley Squirrel's thinking, oh, you see Stanley going like this. Sorry, chittered. Is it chittered? Okay. Sorry, chittered the little skunk. I always stinky puff when I giggle. So, Sassafras does these stinky puffs whenever she giggles and whenever she gets nervous or anxious. So we'll see what else she does. Let's play darts, proposed Amber Porcupine. Pull a quill from my tail and put an acorn on the sharpest end.
Or she's gonna giggle, or she's gonna fart again.
Oh my. Let's play darts, proposed Amber Porcupine. Pull a quill from my tail and put an acorn on the sharpest end so it will fly like a dart. Won't that hurt? Worried Chester. No, smiled Amber. It only hurts if I get stuck. Please be careful with those pointy quills, Mrs. Opossum warned the children. We will, everyone promised. So they're going to play darts and pluck little, the little ends, what is it? The quills. They're going to play darts with these little quills. They're going to pull them off of her, put an acorn on the pointy part of it, and then they must going to be throwing them. So, you know how I always tell Pap to be careful when he has you around and warn you to behave and you don't want to get hurt? This is what Mrs. Possum's doing. She's warning the children, you got to be careful because those are pointy
Pappy
quills.
always gets.
Pap's behind the camera.
Is it right? Okay.
Yeah, we're recording, Pap.
Is it okay, Rich? Is it positioned the right place?
We can still see each other, yeah. We're good.
Why did Pap?
He didn't mean to bump into it. There's just not much room in this camper. So Mrs. Possum's
Tell
telling,
Pap-
hey
tell Pap
kids,
that he
be
can
careful. Those
Tell Pap
quills
that
are
he can
pointy.
talk.
What's
Like-
that?
Tell Pap that we could talk like him, because he's not like being quiet.
Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Okay. Okay, here they are. Looking at this. They're giving high fives. right there, they're putting the quill. Look, they all have those quills, and they put the acorn on it.
Oh, is that from the little...
That's from that little pot. No, that would have been from the porcupine. See, they pulled quills out of the porcupine. So listen, after everyone had their dart.
Uh-oh, she's starting to giggle.
Uh-oh, and that's not good, because then she'll leave a stinky puff.
Yep.
After everyone had the donkey's still squeezing by. After everyone had their dart, and after everyone thanked Amber for the use of her tail quills, Pepper said, "Let's see." Pepper said, "Let's see whose dart goes the farthest. It's my over day, so I get to go first." So Pepper is the one who's having all these kids over. So she gets to go first. "You're the host," said Pepper's mother. "Do you think it might be politer to let your guests go first?" "I guess so," the little possum sighed. Chester saw how disappointed Pepper was and asked, "Would you like to throw your dart before I do?" Pepper's face lit up like a full moon. "We can throw them together." So Pepper and Chester threw their darts into the sky and watched them fly. The two quills landed side by side. "Hooray!" shouted everyone. "It's a tie!" Chester and Pepper high-fived. Look, Chester and Pepper, they're just high-fiving down here.
It looks like you just threw the ball.
I don't know what he did. But look, over here they're all throwing and cheering. So Chester and Pepper, they threw them at the same time. They tied. They're high-fiving. All of them are having fun.
A tie!
Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay. Now it looks like it's time for snacks. What is that? Oh! Oh, it's bugs! It's bugs! Gross! Look, there's little worms sticking out of that.
Ew!
Gross!
Yeah.
Mrs.
They eat stuff with bugs on it.
Oh, yuck!
Oh,
Mrs. Possum.
that actually is going to give me a nightmare. That's so
He's
gross.
going to give you a nightmare. Yep, that is pretty gross. Let's put this back here.
I'll change it.
Okay, we'll look over here. Don't look at it. I'll turn it this way. Mrs. Possum collected the sharp quills and put them safely away, then returned with some favorite snacks. Chester's eyes popped when he saw the bark plate filled with rotten fruit, nuts and dead bugs, and the bird's nest bowl crawling with grubs and slugs. Yuck! "This is delicious," mumbled Chester as he crunched a cricket between his teeth. So look at that. Look, Chester's got a cricket
Pappy.
between his teeth. There's little bugs and worms
Pappy,
in the
come look at
apples.
this.
Oh my gosh. Pap, come look at this.
I don't want to look at that.
Come on, come look at it,
No,
Pap.
it just got me for a minute.
Come look, Pap. Look at this. Look at the food they're going to eat.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Ew. Ew. After snacks, Chester went with his friends to Willow Creek where he caught minnows and let them go and then skipped stones across the water. Have you ever skipped stones across a pond? You throw it kind of like sideways and it goes bloop, 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 bloop. They're having fun. They're catching little minnows, but they let them back go. Look here. Does that make sense? They let them back go. They let them go back into the pond. Look, they're just having a blast. A full day with friends. Are you awake? They all look happy, don't they, bud? Look at them. Jack, look here. Don't they all look happy? Look at the happy smiling
Wait,
faces.
she found him.
Yep, she's throwing the rock. She's making
Oh
them skip.
wait, that looks like the mom.
Well,
Just as well.
maybe. Nah, I don't think so. I'm not sure now. We'll see. Look over here. Look at the possum. Oh, that's the porcupine, not the possum. Getting them all confused. There's the skunk.
Did we stinkle?
We'll see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at the purple cloud. Uh-oh. Oh, sassafras!
Oh, did
cried
you-
it.
oh.
She left another puff, a little stinky
What
puff.
happened? Did she just get nervous?
We'll see. We'll see. Look, there she is. She's talking. The little purple puff is gone. The
Wait,
little stinky puff.
That's after, probably when before that happened.
We'll see.
She's like, oh my gosh, I don't feel so good.
Yeah. I'm sorry, yawned the little skunk. I stinky puff when I'm sleepy. So she stinky puffs when she's sleepy, when she's nervous or anxious, or when she, what was the other one, do you remember?
Laughs.
Where she laughs, when she giggles. I'm sleepy too, yawned Badger and Stanley and Amber. So are we, confessed Chester and Cassie.
Oh my gosh, that was so freaky.
Yep, and he's yawning. And though it
Move on.
hold on now. And though it was still early in the overday, even Pepper admitted he was all tuckered out. So, yeah, he's yawning. That's his tongue sticking out. Look, their tongues are all sticking out. They're
Look at
yawning.
his...
Yeah, I know. He's weird looking. But there's the Stinky Puff. Stinky Puff is there. The kids are getting tired. They've had way too much fun. Getting sleepy. Look at them. Uh-oh, they're going to go to sleep together. Isn't that neat? Soon everyone...
Oh, he's going to leave.
I don't think I'd be close to her little... the skunk sassafras.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's no way I'd be sleeping next to her.
I would sleep by her.
Would you?
Yeah.
What if she had one of her stinky puffs?
Probably still would sleep by her.
Oh, gross.
Would you pet it?
No.
I would.
No. Soon everyone was curled up and fast asleep in the possum's hollow. Everyone but Chester Raccoon. Why is he not sleeping? He laid awake and pressed his mother's kissing hand to his cheek. Aw, he felt her love and warmth all around him. And he wasn't afraid to sleep in Possum's hollow. But it wasn't his hollow. It wasn't his hollow. It was like he wasn't afraid, but he wasn't home. So he took where his mom kissed his hand, placed it to his cheek so he could feel his mama's love. And that kind of made him feel better. Look at them. Aw. Everybody's sleeping but Chester. He's wide-eyed. He can't go to sleep.
Because he had way too much fun.
He had fun, but I think he misses his mom. Aw, look. What's wrong? Is he crying?
Is the kiss going away, do you think?
I don't know. Listen to this. Chester missed sleeping across from his brother Ronnie. He's thinking now. He missed sleeping beneath the window where starlight woke him for school. He closed his eyes and imagined he was home, and a tiny tear rolled down his face. Aw, he misses his brother and his mother. He misses his home. A tiny tear is rolling down Chester's face.
I guess he's not crying because he wants to be home. I guess he's just crying because he wants to see his mom.
Yeah, and he misses home. He had fun today, and you can have fun but still miss home.
I like the Stinky Puffs ones.
Uh-oh, who's this? What's going Look, he's still sad. Mrs. Possum understood how Chester felt. Would you like to go home, she whispered. Chester nodded. Yes, please. My neighbor, Mrs. Rabbit.
Oh my gosh, what happened?
This is a rabbit now. This is Mrs. Possum has to stay there because all the other kids are there, so she can't walk Chester home because she's with all the other kids. My neighbor, Mrs. Rabbit, will walk you home, she told him. Thank you for coming to Pepper's Overday. Thank you for inviting me, yawned Chester. So Chester's going to go home. He needs to go home, and he's walking home right here with Mrs. Rabbit.
He might go again. He might say, can I go again, Mom?
Oh, I'm sure he'll go again sometime. Look at this. When Chester arrived home, he jumped into his mother's arms. Mrs. Raccoon wrapped him in a huge welcoming hug.
Oh my god!
I think that's his brother Ronnie.
Oh my, is he screaming?
Nope, I think he's yawning. Look, see, it says yawn right next here.
He's like, oh!
Thank you for bringing him home, she told Mrs. Rabbit.
How loud do you think a stunt would yawn?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is Papa asleep?
He's gone. He's laying down.
Can I check?
No, just stay right here.
Can
We're
I
almost
just
done.
peek?
Nope, because the camera's in the way. Just wait. I think he's probably looking... I don't think he's asleep yet.
Pap,
Pap, are you sleeping?
No.
No.
Pap, are you gonna go to sleep now?
Pretty close, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll read this. We're almost done, then we can tell Pap good night. Thank you for bringing him home, she told Mrs. Rabbit, and then carried Chester up into his very own hollow. So he's going up into their own home, their own house. Chester curled up in his mother's lap, nestled into her soft, cozy fur, and breathed in her familiar, comforting scent. "Are you angry that I came home early?" he asked her. Mrs. Raccoon gave Chester a gentle squeeze. "Ronnie and I missed you so much. You came home just in time. But did you enjoy Pepper's overday? So Mommy's glad to have him back." Mrs. Rabbit's over there returned him home.
I smell a foot.
Well, it's not me. Look,
It must be the
I think it's Stinky Puff. Is Stinky Puff close by?
Yes. I see, what is Albert?
Albert.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's finish this. Wait, let's see. Uh-huh, whispered Chester.
Uh-huh.
I go, uh-huh. Uh-huh, whispered Chester. Then he fell fast asleep, dreaming of his day he spent with friends, knowing he was back in his mother's loving arms. Aw, here's a poem. I'm going to read Chester's Overday Poem. Chester Raccoon came over to play. He played with friends he saw each day. He climbed some trees, he fished for fish. He had more fun than he could wish. But when he closed his eyes that day, in a strange tree hollow far away,
Are you gonna...
he knew that something wasn't right. Mommy Raccoon was out of his sight. Chester Raccoon looked sad and said that he would like to go to bed in his own tree hollow across the way, and thanked his friend for a lovely day. So isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Chester had a good time. He had fun. He enjoyed all of his friends, but at the end of the day, he was not sleeping in his own hollow, his own home, his own bedroom.
Yeah, and he started crying.
He started crying. He missed his family. He missed his brother. And that's difficult when you're little like that to understand that.
Thank you so much for watching this show. Bye.
How about if we say a prayer before we go to bed, Bubby Butt?
Okay. Thank you for the water. Thank you for the food we eat. Thank you for the birds that sing. Thank you for everything. Amen.
Amen. And especially thank you for mommies and brothers and sisters and daddies and grandparents and family. And thank you for our homes. Aren't we all thankful for those kind of things?
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks for joining Jack and I today for Chester Raccoon. And we'll see you in a few weeks for another fun story.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.